Hey, it's TDA, and today I want to give you a short recap on everything we know about the combat update that will be coming out in December. Although we don't know the exact date yet, it's soon. So I'll keep this short and to the point, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Now, before we jump into the epic battles and mind-blowing weaponry, let me address the most frequently asked question. If you are worried about evil robots wreaking havoc on that factory that took you dozens of hours to build, don't worry, you will have the power to control and tweak the settings from no enemies to passive mode to a full-on robotic apocalypse. And yes, playing on higher difficulties does mean you get more metadata. Of course, that does almost surely mean that if you do want enemies, you'll need to start a new game. Now, for those of you that are itching for some action, it is time to embrace the dark fog, the fully automated robotic empire lurking in the dark corners of your galaxy. Now, in the early game, they'll mostly leave you alone, allowing you to peacefully build your stellar empire, but as you expand, they will get feisty. Deep space bases, waves of units, and increasingly advanced enemies will probably be coming for your factories. Good thing is, you will not be defenseless. We have already been introduced to a large number of turrets, from gauss guns to implosion cannons, laser turrets, missile launchers, and even supernova cannons. Honestly, it's pure madness watching these in action, especially if, like me, you're a fan of turret defense games. I mean, blowing up hundreds of units in a flurry of automated death and destruction? Yeah, count me in. One thing I was concerned about was what about damage to my precious factory, because honestly having to rebuild it every single time you get attacked sounds really annoying. But don't worry, we're actually going to get auto rebuild technology at our disposal. No tedious rebuilding, just swoop in and anything that was damaged will rise up from the ashes. But of course, that is not all. Icarus apparently gets its own shields and weapons as well, so you bring the fight to the enemy. You'll be able to upgrade those as you go along, so you start to pack quite a punch yourself as well as you progress. I also think I spotted upgrades for building our own attack vessels, although I don't think those were actually shown yet. So that means we might be able to command our own attack fighters. Now, is there anyone else excited about building your own Battlestar Galactica fleet? I know I am. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the immense effort poured into this game. Spread between the various content that was released, we've seen large fights on the planet, planet-wide shielding, and at the end of the last gameplay we've even seen some sort of massive power beams from outer space destroying a factory, or I don't know, the planet? No idea what's going on there. Now, keep in mind that not everything we've seen might have made it to the final build, but still, the amount of work that has gone into all of this is just insane. Now, this content was originally supposed to be released a year ago, but I think it's pretty safe to say this will be a massive game changer that will bring hours upon hours upon hours of gameplay to us, and therefore it should be worth the wait. Oh, and if you're still not sure this is for you, can I just point out that this massive update will be completely free? It's not a DLC, it's just an update to the already existing game. Now, don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoyed my hundreds of hours building factories in peace, but in case you can't tell, I am super excited about dropping blueprints of death on the enemy. Now, of course, I will be jumping on this as soon as the update comes out, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. In the meanwhile, let's prepare for war!